Oh, I've been wanting
That
to
was
hear
our next topic.
Ali's
What
whole
makes
answer on this. I need clarification. I
You
need
need clarification?
yes,
Seriously?
because I hear too many definitions of it, and then one time I tried to claim it, and then I had one side was like, "Oh, it's so cool," and then the other was like, "No, Juwan, you're not even close." No.
I wouldn't classify you as a bear at all. I
Okay.
wouldn't classify me as a bear. I don't think.
Okay.
Okay, the problem is there's always have been a gray area in this subject. Most of the people that have claimed themselves to be bears happen to be of the white persuasion, and then they don't consider anybody else bears. I have always, even before the bear movement became what it is now, I have always considered myself a bear.
Okay.
Because there's such a thing as black bears. Ursus americanus is the black bear, which comes in a variety of different shades of color. So anybody telling me that I'm not a bear, I will look them straight in the eye and tell them, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. The thing is this: what defines a bear by physical attributes is their girth. Tends to be, people that are a little bit hefty or husky, big body, hair suited, but you don't have to be extremely hair suited to be a bear.
Okay.
Personally, I have always thought of the definition as being very fluid. If you consider yourself a bear or a bear-like, you are a bear. Even though some other people are going to look down on you and say, no, you're not. It's really what is inside of you. It's a feeling of belonging to a certain community. If you see yourself belonging to that community, you're part of it. Even if you're a hunter, because you could be considered a bear hunter, somebody that is not a bear but likes bears, like my best friend Bob, or you can be a bear yourself. So, in my opinion, if you consider yourself a bear, regardless of if you're hair suited or not, you're a bear, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right. But that's just me. Whatever else anybody else thinks that's their opinion.
Right. And I guess everybody go on the fantasy aspect of what a bear is for them personally. That's like the fantasy aspect. Like you said, there's different types of bears. You got cubs, you got otters, you got muscle bears, you got chubby bears.
Hunters, don't forget hunters.
Yeah, hunters.
Even hunters love.
Like I said, there's so many definitions. I guess people see the bear community in their own eyes. That's where the different definitions come from.
Like, I've been classified somewhere in between otter and cub lately.
Okay.
I wouldn't even call you a cub. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because you're not I'm with Ali. When I see a bear, you don't see when you see a bear out in the wild, you don't see somebody who's all muscled up. You see somebody who's kind of big, hairy. You know what I'm saying? They got hair all over their body. They got beards. I would consider that bears. All these, and I think my problem with the bear label is that when you see like porn and all that stuff, you see people who are classifying themselves as bears, all you see are these really in shape guys, like muscles all over the place.
Yeah, but that has been as of late. Because in the beginning, it was never like that.
Right. So, but like with a cub, you don't have somebody. I wouldn't say somebody who's a cub is somebody who is skinny. And sorry, Juwan, you're skinny. I think a cub is somebody who's just who's got some girth, but they're just smaller. Right. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say fat or obese or anything. Just they have girth. They're thick, but they're smaller than what your average bear would be like. A bear would be a bigger guy who has girth, who's hairy. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a cub would be somebody who looked like they could become a bear if they got bigger.
But
see, my definition of it tends to be a little more inclusive because I had the opportunity to be included into it, shall we say, and that has always been the best part of the bear culture in my opinion. But I have also had opportunities, not opportunities, but people that have looked down on me and told me, there's not such a thing as a black bear. It's like, excuse me, do you really know your bear ramifications? You know, that all the way to Japan, you know, China, there's bears there too. So don't even try to tell me that there's not a bear of every different minority in nationality.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, take that narrow view of the world away from it.
Well, I noticed, especially in the black community, they consider themselves as big boys. That's another label that's been thrown out there. Like,
that's true too.
They themselves as bears, so they say, "Okay, I'm a big boy."
Mm-hmm.
I like big boys too, especially if they can grab your ankles. I mean,
I mean, but I want to know what's the difference between a bear and a big boy.
Well, but you have to realize that it's two different cultures.
Right.
And one of them is not going to be inclusive into the other one per se. You know, what we might see as a bear because we are of the bear proclivity per se is not what they see themselves as. And if that's how they see themselves, respect that and appreciate it for what they see of themselves.
Right, I agree with that. But I also noticed there's a lot of separation, especially when you go through like a bear event. There's a lot of separation. I know they talked about this in a movie. I can't think of the movie right now, but they're saying like the muscle bears hang out with the muscle bears, and the cubs hang out with the cubs. Like the separation between the bear groups seems to be prevalent at the event. I haven't been to one. I've been going by what people have told me and the documentaries I see on Netflix every once in a while. So I want to ask Ali, is that true? Or
it is true, but that is basic human nature, where you basically go to the group that you
identify with
to frequent,
right.
And you unfortunately humans tend to separate themselves. You have people that try to bridge both the bridges, but that doesn't always work out.
Right.
So you know, there's always going to be the fragmentation, but there's always the possibility of different cliques meeting together in surpassing in going past that, and that does happen too. So you know, you have a variety of different people that are getting together with a common interest, and doesn't always work out that they're going to get together in the same groups, but it does happen.
Right. Well, I guess when it comes to it becoming, I guess, abusive when the separation begins. Like, let's say, like a chub wanted to talk to a muscle bear in a certain group, and they don't acknowledge him or they abuse him for being chubbier than them. I noticed that too. It's like to me, it's like high school mentality. I always go back to that. Every time there's a group of people, like you said, they go to whoever they're comfortable with. But when somebody try to, like you say, bridge that group, they go back to that high school mentality. Like, okay, we're the popular kids. We ain't studying you because you're not the same as us.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have that possibility of someone meeting someone that he's looking for. Because for every hunter that is out there is a bear for them.
Right.
You know, for everyone, there's always someone. The thing is, if you don't take the chance of going out of your comfort zone in making the effort to meeting other people, you're never going to be able to meet the person that is going to be there for you.
Right. Great.
In the fact that you might get ridiculed by some people and you might be looked down by others can put you away from looking for the person that is going to be there for you. That's how you make friends. That's how you make relationships happen. You have to take the chance. And there's a lot of high school mentality, just like you said, but it's not always the case. For every diamond, that is out there, there's always someone that is going to be able to find it.
Right.
The thing is, you have to take the chance. You have to make the effort to break those stereotypes down. One of the things that happened to me, I had people look down on me and tell me, "You're not a bear." Guess what? I became the most visible person in that club to break down the stereotype that I was not part of that group, to let them know who I was. The biggest problem with most of these groups that ostracize other people is ignorance. Because they don't know your culture. They don't know where you come from. They don't know anything about you. The only way to break down these barriers is education. And the only way you can educate them is by becoming available, becoming present. Every time that you get oppressed or looked down upon and you go and hide in your little corner, you're not doing anybody any favors. You need to put yourself out there. You need to be open, and you need to be thick-skinned enough to be able to show them that you're a person that is worth knowing.
Right.
We are a part of this community, and we need to show that we are. By hiding and keeping ourselves in our little groups, in our little cliques, it's never going to happen.
Right. I totally agree. What's your thoughts, Jose?
I agree. I agree. Also, I'm a bit. As I've gotten older, I've come to the realization that, like Ali said, we need to make more friends. I've always, like I told y'all before, I think we need to have friends in every community. I think what we as a people need to do is just stop using labels altogether.
Thank you.
Because, like Jawan said, and like you said, we're considered a bear, but then all the bears are gravitating to to be with each other, and then there's different variations of bear, and so they splinter off, and then they don't consider you a bear, you're this, and it's just a big mess. Just be yourselves and friends and just party together. It really shouldn't be this hard. You know what I'm saying? But I think we should just get rid of the whole label. I think I don't consider myself a bear, even though I think some people would. Some people will consider me chubby. Some people consider me this. I'm kind of rejecting all those labels in general. They're kind of played out. But yeah.
I agree with that as well.
That's a valid point.
Because, like I said, I don't know what I consider myself, because I lost a lot of weight. I used to be 280.
And how'd you do that?
Working, walking, going to the gym every once in a while.
Eating better.
Yeah, eating better.
Nice.
When was that? I think that was 2012. Yeah, 2012. I weighed 280. So I was people see me more as a chub, I guess, than a bear. But I guess now, since I grew a beard, now they call me a bear for some reason. But
Yeah, I think the classification for bears has changed a little bit to be more about whether you have a beard or not. If you don't have a beard, if you don't have a beard, you're just fat. But if you have a beard, you're a bear, and that's in.
Okay. Gentlemen, unfortunately, I would have to bid my adieu because my husband is home.
okay.
And I have to cook for him. So I love you all. It's been a pleasure being here with you. Hopefully we'll be able to do this some other time.
Oh, yeah.
And again, James, thank you for inviting me in.
Oh, no problem. You come anytime you want to.
All right. Thank you.
See you later.
All right.
See ya. Peace.
Okay, well, we just ended on that note. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll put all the information in the description box below. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.